Here I am on day 2, Partscaster build or assembly. And what I've done is, with this very long drill bit, is I've gone through here, obviously because of the wires for the neck pickup. I've got to go through this cavity, and I've gone through here, through into the main cavity, and from the bridge pickup I've drilled a hole from here to the main cavity. I like to do these holes quite big, because then it saves messing around trying to squeeze wires through things, which I always hate. So I wouldn't use a bit like that, it's too thin. And if I wanted to change these pickups for some reason in the future to a coil tap or something like that, usually the cables off those humbucker type pickups are thicker, and they simply wouldn't go through something like this thickness. However, I will be using a drill bit like this to go through here into the cavity here, but obviously a longer one than this. So that's the update so far on this. I will, once I've done this, I've already done some sanding on the body with some 240 grit, and then I'm going to go down and just use some hand sanding on there with some finer paper. But I'm not going to bore you with all the sanding, because I think that's quite boring to watch, and you know, it's basically electric sander, and then use you know, more fine paper to get rid of the marks that the electric sander leaves behind, and that's simply it. And then I shall wipe the whole thing over with some white spirit to get rid of any wood that's left in the grain. So it's a very tight grain actually with this ash anyway. And then I will start the staining process a bit later on. There we go. I've used a small file like this to do around these parts and there, and around here I like to just get the file and just lightly chamfer the edges. I mean, when I say lightly, I mean incredibly lightly. And then that's it really, and then I shall drill. So the only other hole I've got to drill now is for the ground, for the bridge, which would be about here, going through into the main cavity again. And that's probably it for now. And okay, next part of this video you see will be me applying some stain.